Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Wellness Wednesday, and we're here to open your mind. We are here on Wellness Wednesday, and we are here to open your mind. And this has been a really fun week for me because I didn't have to do as much studying. I was like, yay! This is the week where we get to meet all of our co-hosts, kind of get into their minds, see what they're doing, where they're going, and how they got to exactly where they are. I know y'all hear us on the air, and you get tidbits of our lives. But it's always nice to have a one-on-one to see, what the good life looks like to you and how you got exactly where you are. So, of course, today's Wellness Wednesday, and we'll have all of our co-hosts here today. But we're going to start with the one and only Tiger Rock, martial artist of the millennium.
Wow.
Vashon Jordan. Good morning, Vashon.
Hey.
How are you?
Good morning.
I'm really excited to be here with you.
I am too. I don't know if I'm nervous now.
Are you? I'm nervous.
We'll see.
We talked about why I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Because, tomorrow is the Ladies of Gumbo Talk, and actually I have a really fun segment because we're going to have Sister Lois Blakes here tomorrow because they're doing a scholarship program for her husband that passed. So we want to make sure everyone listens tomorrow because we really get a great show for you for Gumbo Talk Thursday. And then on Friday, O.T. Thomas is going to be interviewing me.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah, because you never know what comes out of my mouth. So this will be, I don't know how to look at this. But we shall see. But since it is Wellness Wednesday and we always start with a workout, I figure I would just ask you what your favorite workout is.
My favorite workout is, guess.
Taekwondo.
No. But as far as
you teach that.
Well, yeah, that's a workout. But as far as workout, you should know this.
Weightlifting?
No. I mean, yes.
Making me do burpees?
There you go.
Oh my gosh!
Well, not
you did not
but
say burpees.
But it's burpees.
Are you serious?
I like burpees. I mean, I do and
Y'all,
I don't.
who likes burpees?
I do and I don't. I mean, I like it because I know the benefits of it, but I don't know.
He does burpees when he comes off the ground. Like he jumps up and does like a spin kick and stuff. Who has that much energy after they've gotten off the floor and come back up?
I don't know.
But you.
Yeah.
But you know what? Watching you do burpees is very inspiring.
Well, good. See?
I will say that because you always find a new one.
Exactly.
And a way to twist it,
I think that's more of my thing. I like finding new ways of doing exercises because, like I said before, I get bored real easily, and exercising, to be honest with you, is one of those things that I'm not. It gets boring after a while. So you have to find new ways of doing it, different exercises. So I'm always researching, whether I'm looking at different videos online and things like that, and seeing what other people are doing. I like to challenge myself and just to kind of keep it exciting, keep it interesting. So
you definitely do that.
Yeah. So then I like to post some different things now, to show people so they can maybe go home and try it or do it at the gym so they can make their little workouts more interesting. Because that's like the biggest thing for me. I'm just gotta find something that's going to just keep you going, keep you into it. So.
Well, what inspires you outside of exercise? Obviously, you're fit.
As far as
life, what inspires you? You weren't ready for these questions.
No, I wasn't.
You never asked me these types of questions.
This is good. What inspired? My son, really. My son. He inspires me. My family in general. My mom. My dad, wife, they all inspire me in different ways, so.
How has becoming a father made you a different person?
Oh, wow. Jeez, that's really.
You're welcome.
Ooh. How's it made? Name it. I mean, it's in all aspects of life, really. Just being more, I don't know if necessarily responsible, but I guess, responsible and I don't know. That dude, he's a different person. You know, my son, he's a different type of person, I mean, in a good way. Like, he pulls out like all type of love out of everybody. I think, you know, and just you know, he's a very loving person, so he demands that, you know, that love from everybody, you know, and it's like you can't say no. You know what I'm saying? You just can't say no.
You just want to hug him.
Yeah, he's like, Dad, give me a hug. I'm like, this dude, leave me alone, man. You know, no more hugs. You know, it's like, just give me one more. You know, it's just you just I don't know. It's hard to explain. It really is. But I mean, he in a way he challenges himself. You know, he'll keep you straight. You know, I was telling a little story. I mean, this dude, he's a big leader. He's a leader.
Really?
Yeah, and you know, I'm very impressed with him, and I'm, you know, he's kind of like my role model now because.
Give us an example.
Like, so he's very good with his friends in a way that, like, he's picky, you know, who he has around his circle.
That's a good thing. We as adults.
So during Mother's Day, the Mother's Day show, you called me. I was at his Fun Fest, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm just there observing, you know, him interacting with all his buddies or whatever. You know, all this, he's like 5 kids that just follow him around, you know. And before his birthday, you know, we were kind of going down a list of, you know, people he wanted to invite to his birthday party, this and this and this. You know, it's like, Jim, who do you want to invite to your party? You know, so he named certain people. And I'm like asking him, like, so what about such and such? You want to invite? Well, Dad, you know, he doesn't really do too good in school. You know, he doesn't behave well. So I don't think I want to invite him to my party. I was like, really? Wow. And I was like, what about such and such? You invited him to the party last year. Well, Dad, he hasn't been doing too well in school either. I don't know. I might invite him this time, but next time if he doesn't do good, I'm not going to invite him. And I was like, wow. It's amazing. You know,
he learned early about the 5.
Oh,
the 5 people closest to you.
Exactly. I mean, that's exactly, he had like his 5 main people in this circle at his school that he just, I mean, it's not that he goes to them, they come to him, you know what I'm saying?
From the mouths of babes, what we can learn from our children.
It's amazing. I mean, and I call him Bishop June. I call him Bishop June because he's like a preacher in his own right. I mean,
that's cool though.
It's amazing. I mean, he'll run it down to you in a heartbeat.
So when did you find your passion for wellness? I mean, you know, everybody is not inspired by wellness.
Yeah.
I mean, but you really, you know.
Honestly, I found my passion
like your thing.
As far as wellness is concerned, as far as living more healthier, about 5 years ago. You know, I've always been doing martial arts for about 20. What am I?
You want to
20?
Yourself in there?
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking.
25 years now. I don't know, maybe more than that. 25.
So there was a difference.
Yes.
Okay, so before we go into 5 years ago, what was the difference between? What was the pre-5-year mark?
All right, so
what was going on?
Yeah, so you know, I've been doing, like I said, I've been doing martial arts for about 25, 26 years now, maybe more than that. I can't remember now. I don't know how old I am.
You're old.
But you know, as a kid, you know, growing up, you know, all kids want, you know, like want to be a karate master or whatever. So I got started with that when I was like 8 years old, and then you know, I just stuck with it, and I got big into competitions. You know, so competing is like a big thing to me. I like to compete, you know, in everything I do. So that's what kind of stuck me with it. And then as I got older, I joined the instructor team and started helping out other kids, and that kind of became my thing, being able to help others, you know, grow in the sport that I love, you know, so helping them out, teaching them things like that. So
inspiring.
Yeah, so I you know, I love teaching, I love working with kids, I love working with other people, trying to help motivate them to become better and things like that. So that's what motivated me to take this on as a career in a life, you know, being a martial arts instructor and teacher and things like that. So fast forwarded to about 2011, where I opened up my own facility on Chapatulas. I started a kickboxing.
So that's not where you are now.
No, I'm on Metairie Road, 605 Metairie Road. I started a kickboxing program, and you know, as I got really heavy into that, I started to notice looking at myself in the mirror, like, you know, I mean, I'm up here teaching fitness to about 40 women, and I'm not really looking that fit. You know, I got to do something about it, you know. And
I know we always look sideways at the instructors. They're not together.
Exactly.
How can you get me together if you're not together yourself?
Exactly. It's true. And sure enough, you know, I started contemplating, telling my wife, you know, I got to do something. I got to change my lifestyle. a week later, a guy walked into my office. He introduced me to Advocare, and I got started on that. And sure enough, I jumped right on it, and and I saw a difference in my energy level, my wellness, and stuff like that. And
you're like, this works.
This works, and so I stuck with it, and I started losing the pounds, and started getting more active in the kickboxing and teaching and training myself and things like that. And and I started kind of hanging around people of fitness.
Oh, imagine that.
Being more around those guys, and they started inspiring me to look, man, I gotta look like these guys, and so
they can do it, I can do it too.
Exactly. So once I started, hanging around those guys and kind of seeing what they do and the way they act and stuff like that, that made me, change my lifestyle. And now, you can't pull me away from the gym. So, I was never in the gym. I used to never go to the gym and weight train. I used to never do all that stuff, exercise on purpose. Do you
look back at pictures of yourself?
All the time. I mean,
what do you think when you look back at pictures?
Man, what was I doing? It's embarrassing.
Really?
I look at myself. I get embarrassed sometimes. Like saying, I can't believe I was up in front of people looking like this. It's bad, but at the same time, it keeps me motivated too, though, right? So I don't want it to keep going.
Do you keep a picture somewhere where you're like, I'll never go back to that?
Well, I just look at my phone. I just go through my phone and go through all the old pictures of myself in the phone. It's like I'm never going back to that. I'm never going back to, let's say, 2 years from ago. I'm not going back to that. I mean, even 2 years ago, I wasn't at a point where I want to be at. So I always look at myself as like, I can do better. I can do better. I can do better. So, and that's that competition aspect of me, because now that I can't really compete in martial arts anymore, I'm competing with myself in fitness and health, so being more healthy.
So, having gone through your own weight loss journey, does that help you relate better to the people in your school?
Most definitely. So, if you would ask me this, a couple years ago, I probably wouldn't give you the best answer. But now I do my research.
Just come follow me because I said follow me.
Exactly. Well, yeah, and people did that though. They did it because they expected to hear what they wanted to hear, from me. But now, I've mentioned before, I'm not very heavy in reading on certain stuff. I don't just pick up books randomly, but I will research what I'm teaching or learning about. So if I read books about wellness. I read stuff about health and what to eat and things like that. So those type of things I
know you think I don't pay attention to you, but you sent me that link on, jogging and stuff. And if you've noticed, I've been jogging.
Yeah, I see that. I saw that. I checked you. I saw your little stats and stuff like that this morning. I see. So yeah, that's good. But that's the kind of stuff I like to do. Just research and different things like that. Just to kind of, just finding new ways to. Because everybody's different. So, I'm going to teach you certain things that I won't teach, let's say, somebody at my gym, right?
Right.
Because you're looking for certain things. Your body's built a certain way compared to somebody else at my gym, So, you got to have to know how to work, have different, I don't know, just different lifestyles, I guess. I don't know. I mean, that's not really, but... You know what I mean? Yeah, just know how to teach different people, work with different people.
Yeah, because everybody, just like everybody loves differently, everybody is inspired differently.
Amen.
What inspires me is not going to inspire someone else.
Yep.
So knowing how to reach people where they are, that's a gift.
Yeah, I mean, some people, I know you want to work on a specific part of your body. Other people want to work on a specific part.
Yes, the midsection, what is the deal?
So that's not what you told me. Okay. There's some other parts too. I know. I'm not gonna tell you this, but
all of it, y'all. All of it.
So that you just got to know how to work with
the core.
Yeah, that's being a good, I guess, instructor / coach is knowing who you're dealing with, knowing who to work with. So.
Well, we are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to find out a little bit more of who we're dealing with because. See, I don't know if I should let you get a chance to think about it. Well, I'll let you. We're going to ask him exactly what the good life looks like to him. So stay tuned. We're going to find out what Bashan Jordan of Tiger Rock NOLA, what his good life looks like. Make sure you stay tuned, y'all. This is Wellness Wednesday. We'll be right back. I guess there is. No.
That's good.
See? Not too bad. too bad.
Man, you trying to like hit my soul, asking me a question about my son like that.
You're welcome.
Jesus Christ. I try to avoid that question.
Ah!
Seriously.
I'll let Bobby be in. I'm not going to kill you for the whole next 15. I'm doing you for half, and I'll have Bobby on for it as well. It looks like it just might be the two of you, I'm assuming. Bobby. 904 9600. Yes, hence the right out of the shower, hair wet.
And like I was saying, what time is it? Like time just flew by.
I was like, better that I worked out than not worked out. Better that I had a Band-Aid on my head than not.
Yeah.
Than not. Or is that him?
It's him back.
That is him. Oh. For last segment. Hi.
Sorry I'm late.
That is okay.
What's going on, sir?
One them days.
Trust me. We both having one.
Whew.
How are you?
Hey, Greg.
Well, then I don't know if this is the day for you, but obviously it's supposed to be the day for you. I'm about to dig all deep in your soul, so get ready.
Hey, Griggs, this is Victoria from Facebook. I sent you an email, but not sure if you got it. Who is Victoria from Facebook? Did you do the
5,000 friends?
Did you do what I posted this morning?
I didn't even see what you posted this morning.
I missed out on an invitation to hang with Joe Biden. I missed out on an $800 experience to have with Colin Powell and Deepak Chopra because of that Facebook hidden messenger stuff. There are messages that people are sending you, especially as a public figure, that you're not getting. Do you have Messenger on your phone?
Yeah.
I'll show you how to do it. Go to Facebook Messenger.
I have a whole... Yeah, here it is.
Facebook Messenger. All right, now.
I've been on that.
Yeah, you gotta have the app. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, but no. Go here. People. Yours is different as after. You should say click on people.
Is it people here?
People. No. There's a filter. Where can you go to the filter? Go back.
No, I have no idea.
People message requests.
Yeah, where's message request at? West.
Go to people.
Go to message request.
I did that. I don't know it.
It doesn't have message request.
Maybe invite.
Where's your message request?
It's on the people.
Go to
So I want the people.
Then go to message request and watch this. See filter request and watch this. Messages from 2015, 12, messages that you have,
Let me go into my...
people reaching out to you.
Let me see.
You have messages from 2011 that you never got. 2010 that you never got.
Facebook. Okay, Messenger. I'll go on my other
They're not
phone.
spam. They're not spam. Dude, I miss speaking engagements. I miss health fairs. I miss all kinds of stuff.
Really? And people just think you're not responding to
They just
them.
think I'm like, but it was the invitation to go hang with the Vice President Biden when he was in town.
That's it. No. Okay. Let's see. People?
Message request. It'll piss you off.
I don't want to be pissed off. I've been pissed
No.
off. Well, I've not really been pissed off. I've just been
You'll just be
redirected.
disappointed because this
I've
is
just been redirected.
redirected. That's a good word for it.
Are you ready, Dr.
Besides, you see it?
It's a lot. That was so old though. Shoot.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in general.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Why
I
does
was with a friend this morning. She was invited to New Zealand for a speaking
Where does it
engagement.
say? And code, find people, contacts, invite people?
There's people.
It says people.
Message request.
I don't have that.
Go back there.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Wellness Wednesday, and we are here to open your mind. We are opening your mind to all of our co-hosts this week because I am getting an in-depth interview with all of them. Deshaun wasn't ready, but we gave him a little time to think about what does your good life look like before we jump into Doc Griggs' soul. He's like, uh-oh. What does the good life look like to you?
Good life looks like to me, pretty much doing what I'm doing now, but honestly, just making sure my family stays happy, making sure,
You had time to think about this.
No, I didn't, but
I'm just playing.
I'm living a good life right now, to be honest with you.
That's a good answer.
I am living a good life right now. Obviously, everybody wants to have more wealth, financial wealth and all that good stuff. But at the same time, some of the wealthy people in the world aren't happy, So, God put me where I'm at right now for a reason. If He feels the need for me to have more financial blessings in life, then guess what? I'm waiting for it. But I'm like I said, I'm living a good life. I'm here with y'all, great people, every Wednesday, and living with my a beautiful family at home every day. So,
That's your good life?
That's my good life.
That's a pretty good life.
Yeah, thank you.
Now we're going to switch gears to Doc Griggs, who is the health ambassador of the world.
Wow.
Blah, 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 blah.
Man.
What are you talking about? I think that's a great.
That's awesome.
He doesn't like to talk about himself, y'all. So this is a perfect time to talk about him.
Give me
right here on The Good Life. We're going to redefine Doc Griggs' ideas of himself. So, Doc Griggs, good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
Are you ready?
Yeah, no.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
This is for this soul-searching, gripping. Okay, well, how did you get into medicine? Actually, people listen to your Doc Griggs show every Thursday at 1 o'clock, and they would know a little bit about this.
Yeah.
But for those who don't, how did you get into medicine?
Because I had no game. I was 5'2" till I was
He's serious too,
16
y'all.
or so. There was a thing called the Explorer Groups through the Boy Scouts, and they had the legal explorers and the medical explorers, and everybody wanted to be. I hated doctors growing up. I liked Dr. Coleman, but I hated doctors. I didn't like him too much because he'd come to the house when I had an asthma attack and have to stay out of school. And every other time I went to the doctor, it was something broken or get a shot. So I wanted to be a lawyer because I saw lawyers. Lawyers had suits, they had pretty women, and they had convertible Volkswagen Beetles. And I wanted to be a
Well, at
lawyer.
least he's honest.
But
I like that.
so I'm 16, and I look like I'm 11 or 12, and I looked in the room, and the numbers weren't in my favor. There was a bunch of dudes, and they were all bigger than me with deeper voices, and I sounded like this. So I looked in the medical explorer's room, and there was a bunch of girls, all girls, as a matter of fact. So I'm like, I'm gonna go with the odds. So I go with the odds.
are in my favor.
Part of the program, if I'm not mistaken, we went to. His name is Dr. Stephen Peacock. This was in 1986 when the AIDS epidemic first broke. We went to Bowman Gray Hospital, Baptist Hospital. We went to the infectious diseases ward. They had it quarantined. It looked like E.T. It reminded me of E.T., the dudes in their spacesuits walking in and out of his room at the end of the hall. And he said, y'all don't have to come with me if you don't want to. And I was like, I'm fine, I'll stay right here. And then all the girls went, and I was like, I guess I gotta go. So I get there, and then there's a room, and then there's another room. Like there's a clean change room, and then there's an isolation room with like a window or whatever. And these people are walking out carrying blood, all space suited up. He washes his hands and looks back at us and said, look, if you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to go in the room. I'm like, well, I'm glad you said that, because I'm staying right here. Well, the girls got curious, so we went into the clean room and just kind of cracked the door so we could listen. And we saw the patient on the bed, the wife, the mom, sister or daughter, someone that was sitting with him in the bay window. And as Dr. Peacock, first thing he did was he went to the edge of the bed and he touched the guy on the arm with his bare hand. And I said, he gonna die. I don't know what's wrong. I know that, look, he better not touch me when he come out of there, because he's going to die. That man got the AIDS. He got the AIDS, right? Didn't know any better, but then he started talking, and as he started talking softer and softer, I saw the faces change in the bay window. The doc sat on the bed beside the patient. He talked to the mom, the daughter, the family, and then by the time he finished talking, he was talking softer, so somebody had to push me or something, but I was in the room at this point, and I'm listening. He says, I don't know what this is, but I know what it's not. It's not something I can contract by taking care of you as your physician. I can't necessarily heal you, but I'm going to help you, and I'm going to do what I can to take care of you. And he leaned in and hugged that dude, and then the mom and the daughter leaned in and hugged that dude, and the girls were reaching around, and somehow they must have cut on started cooking some seafood, because I'm sitting there hugged around him, and I'm sitting there, my eye allergies acting up. And from that day on, I decided I really want to, this is what I want to do. I understand the role of a doctor is that you cannot heal. There's one healer, and whatever deity you might believe it is, but I can help. And I can help as best I can by treating people, not judging them, and treating them as humanly as I possibly can, and giving them all I got. My grandmother said at her funeral that she planned with this, for the song and everything, and made the work I've done speak for me. The good life, before you get to that question, would be one where I don't have to say what I've done. The numbers will change. I feel like I live the good life every time someone walks up to me and they say, hey doc, I got a recipe for you. Hey doc, I'm walking. Hey doc, I'm doing this. It's my legacy. It's my work. And it took me a long time to get here, because I tried to leave medicine the whole nine with that. I was trying to go back, and I was studying for law school, trying to go get some pretty girls with them convertibles. And, and it started here, believe it or not.
Really?
I was being interviewed, sitting in that chair, by a guy that's no longer here on his show, and I said, don't call me doctor on the air, the whole nine, and then it turned from that interview to this Doc Griggs show to this dude sitting in his chair talking about, I hope my voice changed. I don't like my voice. I still feel like it didn't change.
Everybody else likes your voice.
I don't like it.
You just have to embrace it.
I talk deeper when I talk to my wife. Yeah, that's just the story. It's all about the work and the impact that the work makes. I take it as a personal affront. Yeah, they named me Health and Wellness Ambassador for the state in 2014 in the city. In same year, 2 months later, didn't know what an ambassador was, so I had to go read. And I figured out an ambassador is someone that speaks for the people. So if they say that we're not healthy, I challenge anyone to say that we are. And the only way I can prove it is if I get out there and do it and encourage and talk about Eileen and her green colored water and her working out in the morning. Mr. Karate Man over there breaking boards, and the people out there that are being healthy. That's I'm everybody's big brother when it comes to medicine. I got your back. I'm not gonna let them talk about you. We have healthy habits that we do. We just don't know it. We're not stupid. Stupid means, very wise man told me, stupid means you don't know any better. But we might be ignorant, which isn't bad. That just means we don't know any better. And if I'm gonna call you ignorant, I also have to take the onus to educate you, so they can never call you that again.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, you took one of my questions out my mouth.
I tried, because I don't be liking, you be digging, I don't like talking about myself.
Well, I'm going to ask you this one. Where did Get Check, Get Fit, Get Moving come from? How did you come up with that slogan? Because, that's your thing.
So, what's crazy is this whole thing, again, this Doc Griggs, we were at my house after the radio show that I didn't want to do. And we had friends over.
Isn't it funny how radio happens to you? You don't always choose it.
Yeah. And we had friends over, and they were, my friend's wife had a cardiac event, and I explained it in terms that she understood. And all of a sudden, she looked at him, and then they looked at my wife, and then they started, I was excluded from the conversation. Other people got to hear this. Yeah, they're here, and he has this, and this, and this, and this. And instead of Dr. Griggs, we call him Doc Griggs. I'm like, wait, who y'all talking about? Look, man, what you think about this don't matter. This is what's going to happen. The next thing I know, they had a logo. They pushed me. We just want you to focus on doing what you do. And I love to read. I love to read, and I love to explain. In order for me to process and learn, I have to break it down to the basics. Reds, whites, blues, and colors, or whatever it is. So I talk to people in the way that I learn. So it went from that to Doc Griggs to this Essence event to being here at home at WBOK, and we doing things. And Lee was here. Matter of fact, Lee was one of the ones like, Doc, you all right with this? Yeah, I'm like, no. I ain't gonna do it. He's like, no, man, sit. Let me talk to you for a second. What you do want to talk about? Man, I'm about to go study this law school stuff. And you should just think about it. And then here I am. So.
But you know what? After listening to your story, I think one of the most compelling things was the group of people that you had around you that were inspiring you along the way. And I didn't necessarily know this except till just now. So how important were those people that encouraged you to, take a leap of faith? Because some people say, don't jump. They're like, that's too high, don't do it. But they kind of had the opposite effect for you. They were the ones saying, no, do it. And you were like, okay, let me see. And then you're like, well, maybe I can fly.
No, my answer was no. No, my answer was flat out no. And Lee was part of that. I told him no. I mean, it was months. I come on every, Doc, you need to tighten this over there. All right, man, look, but I ain't gonna keep doing this. I don't know, look, I'm trying to get up out of it, but you keep getting the encouragement of people that care and people that you respect, and they'll make you go against yourself. If everybody's saying it, good or bad, they're not wrong. Somebody's wrong, and it's usually not you. So when people started really, I'm like, nobody want to hear what I got to say. Like, I went to med school and I'm trying not to use it. And then my grandmother was like, that's kind of disrespectful. Like, what do you mean? She said, you went through all that stuff, and what you do with your life is your business. But if you know something that somebody else doesn't know, I thought you said you want to help no matter what you do.
Share.
You say you want to go to law school to help people, but what you just going to leave his medicine behind? I said, yes, ma'am. What'd you say? Nothing. But that's how it all happened. So I tell you, one of the plagues of it is, and I think both of you can identify with it though, you make the martial arts and the wellness, the stuff you do look easy. You make all of this look easy. People don't, no one understands what goes on behind the curtain.
For real.
Not just the production of a show, but just anything. Like, people will see me up on Facebook. To the point I quit posting so late so much because people think I'm an insomniac. But I read. I'm trying to understand stuff. But you have to make it easy and you have to make it entertaining. So there's a balance to it. But then the problem is then people start thinking it's easy.
Right.
Hey, Dr. Dude on the corner told me if I drank 3 shots of gin and tap my foot 3 times, man, my diabetes is gone. That's not the case.
Not really, but
yeah, so if people start taking care of themselves, we start moving our own needles, hearing someone else say something that I know that I had something to do with, and say it with conviction. No. High blood pressure is, if it's over 120, is high on 3 doctor visits. No, 140, oh no, that's high. Being in the barbershops and hearing them tell me back, no, doc, you said.
I know cortisol and epinephrine are.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of that.
Yeah. You take care of the people that, I say, again, doc, why did you stay? They asked me why did I stay in New Orleans. I say, because New Orleans loved me first.
Oh.
So you love on the people that love on you, and that's why I give, there are days you don't feel like doing nothing.
Right.
You just got to keep going, because you got to take care of those that love on you. I mean, when my grandmother passed, when I went through that rough year, I get choked up talking about the number of calls and people that were like, had my back. It was to the point when it happened, my grandmother passed, right after my best friend and then my friend, I really thought about, man, am I going to even go back to New Orleans, or do I need to stay home? There was no question. Doc, where you at? You all right? I mean, look, we love you, and posting from you, and come on back now. Look, that's your grandma, and we love her too now, but come on home. Now, it was you love on those that love on you. So that's that. If my epitaph said his work is done, and he loved, and we knew he loved them, I'm done.
Oh. Well, speaking of love, every Wellness Wednesday we do a workout and we do a food. So Bashan had to do the workout. Uh-oh. So since you are our health ambassador, and it doesn't have to be healthy. I mean, you are in New Orleans, and we have brought you here, and you are our own now. So what food item in New Orleans is now like your own? Like, that's your favorite?
Ooh.
It can be more than one,
It's got to be more than one. I like white chocolate bread pudding. I guess that's what I was supposed to. I like Zapp's chips. I love, on the healthier notes, I love the Creole tomatoes. Red beans and rice are a staple because I was allergic to everything. I love turkey necks. These things are all healthy. You just got to make them.
Exactly.
Make them healthy. Smothered turkey necks. Don't get me started.
Now we're hungry. Luckily, it's like 11:35. We're going to take a quick break. When we get back, we are going to get into the soul of Bobby Clark Alexander. Yeah. She is our life coach. She's used to the one asking the questions, but we're going to ask the questions to her. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Or like fried falcon. He shocked me today.
Who?
Yeah, he shocked me today.
I shocked you?
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that.
You're welcome.
All right.
So I'm
Why?
saying,
Everybody
you're
wants to
affecting
get to
her,
know you.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I think it's cool.
Thank you.
I've been interviewing my co-host this week.
Yep.
You're used
Yes,
to the
sir.
one asking the
Yeah,
question.
right. It's
Isn't it
totally
weird?
different. Yeah. It's
You're like,
huh?
I don't want to answer the question.
Yeah.
You're pretty good at it.
Hasta la bye-bye.
See you later.
Hasta la bye-bye.
I'm going to be posting everybody's links to all their stuff today.
I'm looking forward to
Oh, Jesus wept.
So, send me a picture that you like.
it. What?
Send me a picture
Of who?
of yourself. If not, I'll just go on your page and choose one.
Yeah,
So you can
I
either choose one or
No.
Yeah,
I'll
you
just go
choose
choose
one.
one. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Well, then send me what you like.
You can choose one. I have a dilemma. I have an ethical dilemma, but I had to. Chuck stopped me downstairs, and they were like, "That, what you think about vitamin water?" I mean,
Yeah.
alkaline water. I was like,
I did with the flash, but I'm thinking,
Chuck.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'd say it in front
Oh,
of him.
yeah.
Well, like, dog, he said, Griggs, what do you think about alcohol water? I said, it's bullshit. He said, what? I said, it's bullshit. He's like, now I need to tell Albert. I'm like, dude, don't put my name in it. I don't want to. Marketing versus medicine. Medicine always loses.
Right.
And I sent him an article, why the bullshit. But they're hustling people for like $1,600 a month. Buying this water. They ain't doing it good. So I'm like, dude, just don't put my name in it. I got your back, but way back.
Right. Right.
That time he's in there hustling people. Oh, it cures diabetes. All he's doing is telling people to drink more water.
Right.
And that's the hustle of it. They take any article that's related to getting more fluid, and they say, well, keep the alkaline water. But again, alkaline water is like, the pH of the stomach is the equivalent to battery acid. So if you can imagine a cup of battery acid, and you pour in a little bit of water into it, what does it really do to the battery? Nothing. pH of the battery acid is between 1 and 2. The pH of the alkaline water is like 7.8. It ain't changing.
Right.
It's still going to be acidic. Anything below 7.4 is acidic. That's why the stomach has a
Oh,
special
wow.
lining to hold it in, because it has to digest.
Anything under 7.4 and
Acidic.
7.1.
It's acidic, yeah.
You never did answer the question about all of these spots running all the time.
Oh.
Check out it.
Sir?
Chuck.
Yeah, yeah. What? I mean, I can. I'm just saying. I know what you want.
I forgot.
You forgot? No problem. I just noticed that we replaced them with yours. And
Oh, yeah.
still,
I need
we're
them
still
all in
low.
my. Oh. Well,
You know,
then.
so you jumped out of the fire pan into the fire, but at least it's yours.
Right. You can slow down Gentilly Italian Pie. Speaking of it, like they can do one a day.
Okay.
Will that make it shorter? Because they were 3, right?
Yeah, because I've been running. I just been running everything.
Yeah. Gentilly Italian Pie can slow down, and I need to do a new one for Eleanor. And I know I've said that for like 2 weeks now. But I really do. I'm really gonna write it today because that's not the good life by not doing it. Well, I don't know. I need to do a lot of soul searching this weekend.
Okay. Well, maybe don't even worry about that for now. Well, I just.
I'm trying to figure out a way to stay on air. How about that? Something has to go.
Well, what are these people paying you?
Not
That you're
everybody.
running? I mean, some of them are your friends.
I know.
What about Henry Jones?
I need to get a major sponsor for every day of the week, and then I will be fine. I've tried to work with, well, I've asked somebody that was like they couldn't help me to like create a better plan, but I really need to learn how to ask people for money because that's not like my thing. So I'm really, God gave me this book, I just haven't read it yet. And he's like, Eileen, read the book. So I think it'll give me the confidence to be able, and I have a new little thing together, but yeah, and I need to sit down and I need to put a website together. It's not rocket science, Eileen. I have to do it.
Maybe you want to consider getting somebody to sell you your show for you.
Yeah, like, you know people who do it? Anybody who comes in here, you know lots of people who come in here.
Let me think about it.
Yeah, for real.
Stand by.
Thank you.
so hot.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Wellness Wednesday, and we're here to open your mind. We are here on Wellness Wednesday, and I'm really excited about this week because we have been getting to know our co-host. Monday was great, Tuesday was great, so Wednesday is going to be even better. We spoke to Bashan Jordan. I got him on the hot seat. I got Doc Griggs. He was even like, I didn't believe you were going to go there. I mean, I didn't get that deep. I didn't
This might have wrong face.
Well, I know Bobby won't think that of me. Will you, Bobby? Thank you. It's okay to ask you questions. And I was just talking to Doc Griggs, and I think you're the same way. We're so used to asking people the questions that we don't know how to, be in the other seat, or it's going to be really uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable.
So, yeah, see? But, the listeners, they hear us, and, sometimes you want to know people's backstories, and it gives, a deeper connection. So that's why I really wanted to have that week, because I think that's what The Good Life is all about, opening your mind to living differently in the world. So I figured we should do it, too. Why not? And so Friday, I'm going to be in the hot seat myself. I don't know how that's going to work out.
What time?
11 to 12. Oliver's going to interview me.
Yeah, I might show up.
Oliver Thomas from The Good Morning Show will be here in studio from 11 to 12 to interview me.
I got my questions.
Do you? You're going to send it to him?
Oh,
my goodness.
I might call in.
Well, we are going to delve into the soul of Bobby Clark Alexander from the ATL. Bobby, are you ready?
All up in people's personal business. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Right. Exactly. And look, she's trying to stretch this out. So, are you ready? I'm ready.
I was trying to help you.
Well, Bobby, let's see, where am I going to start? See, I didn't even prepare any questions. I was just like, we're just going to have a chat. I would really like to know, because you are a life coach, so how did you get started in that realm? Because for me, it really takes a special person to listen to people's problems, digest that information, reorganize it, and then be able to deliver that information to them in a way that they are, number one, not defensive, and able to, put one foot in front of the other so that they can see the light at the end of the tunnel. That is a true, gift. So when did you figure out that this is what you want to do, and how did you start your journey?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ain't that something? Cheeky.
Nope.
Wow.
I could see her doing that.
I can too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you was a snitch?
The truth police. You were early with it. So so you realized you had a gift for it and a knack for it. At what point did you say, you know what, this is my passion, or I'm not even going to say passion. I'm going to say this is my purpose. When did you realize that was your purpose? Because you're also very spiritual. So was it, did you have an aha moment? Was there, sometimes people hit rock bottom, or was there a point in your life where you were like, I'm really going to take this on? Because, it's a leap of faith to be able to, carry on like that. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm. Preach.
Preach.
Wow.
Hmm. Mm. Yep. Mm. How difficult was that for you to make that decision, or was it? Mm-hmm. Mm. Right.
Bobby, if I can interject,
Yes.
I just keep thinking about it. My grandmother said a lot of times God, you keep on running from what you call for, God will put you in a position where you're broken down to the point that when you succeed, you know it's nobody but Him.
Could I get an amen? Mm. And it's crazy because what
You got us both over here thinking.
she's talking to me this morning, so y'all can do what you want to, but I know she's talking to me too. I'm clear. I told y'all she's my life coach, and she's always on it. But what touches me, Bobby, most is that you work, we talk about Wellness Wednesday, and, Bashan's works with people's, their muscles of their body, and you work with their muscles of their body. But Bobby, you work with a particular muscle that, in my opinion, is the hardest to mold, and that's people's mind.
Yeah.
And once we're fixated on something, we don't like to change it. Or, it's hard to change your thoughts, and it's hard to change your focus. So, obviously it's a gift that you have, but how do you work around that to get people to see a different perspective?
You stalling. You stalling. There you go. Don't stall.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Like we're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, no, we're just getting started. Mm. You have a whole new level of your mind's playing tricks on you. So if there is someone out there who's listening right now whose mind is playing tricks on them and they want to reach out to you because they want their breakthrough, how can they contact you, Bobby? Mm. We had a very inspiring show, and I actually tagged it Inspire and didn't even know. So thank you so much, Bobby, for being here. And I want to remind all of our listeners to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at TGL Radio Show and The Good Life Radio Show on Facebook, because I will be linking you to all of our co-hosts for every day. I did it on Monday, I did it yesterday, and today. I will link all of their information. So if you were not quick on the draw, you can go on The Good Life radio show, and I'll have Bobby's information. I'll have Doc Griggs' information. I will also have Bashan Jordan of Tiger Rock NOLA.
Bobby, look at my last Facebook post. For those that are listening, there's a link on my Facebook page about hidden messages. I've missed out on speaking engagements, health events, things that you wanted me to do that I didn't know about, because there's a way to get to it. If you can go to type in Doc Griggs and it'll take you to Eric Griggs, and look at my last post.
Y'all, that's The Good Life. It's Wellness Wednesday. Make sure you stay tuned for this week. We're getting to know our co-host, and you'll get to know me a little bit better Friday. This is The Good Life, y'all. I'm out.
Yeah, if you look at that post, it'll tell you, maybe there's different ways that you have to get there. Yeah. My Facebook is hiding the messaging. And that's missing money. I thought it was BS. It's absolutely true.
That's crazy. I just found it on this phone.
You found the message?
Yeah, I found it. I wasn't able to look at it because we were doing the show.
On that phone?
I think it might I just updated
Message
it
request.
different.
There you go. Look at all those messages. Those are friend requests.
And that's Eileen. That's too funny.
Now, is that from... Wow. This is your business one, or which one is this?
Oh, there's one for everyone? Oh, gosh. That's funny.
Look how far it goes back. It was funny
This is
until
2011.
yeah, but this one was from... I was supposed to meet with Colin Powell and the vice president last month.